What's up, it's DJ. Today's news is a little bit different because I'm in a different place. But don't worry, I've still got all the biggest topics and the hottest news going on right now in Farming Simulator, whether that be 22 or 25.
Shocker though, everything today is about 25.
Except for like one thing that you've been asking about. So with that, let's check out today's Farm Sim News. First off, let's talk about support. If you're having any issues whatsoever with Farming Simulator 25, or maybe you got issues with 22 still as well, you can check out Giant's support. Just go to the Farming Simulator website, farming-simulator.com, go up to the top to support, hit that. I've got links in the description of most of my videos, including the news videos, so definitely do that, fill everything out, and hopefully we can get that sorted. Next, let's talk about the Year 1 Season Pass. This was not available for pre-order. You had to get the Year 1 bundle, which, to be fair, made sense, but now you could buy it separately. So if you guys are on, well, any platform, PC, Mac, Xbox, or PS5, you can pick this up. It is $44.99. That's going to include 3 packs and 1 expansion, all listed for 4th quarter, 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter, and 4th quarter. Do we know when these are going to come out? Absolutely not. Hopefully soon, maybe? I don't know. It's still 2024, so probably not that soon. And just a heads up, if you bought the Year 1 bundle, this is already going to show as owned, because that was technically part of it. However, I've got my Xbox pulled up right now, and we can buy it for $44.99 here as well. So same price, no matter what platform you're on. How's about the Farm Sim Academy? So this was launched back in Farming Simulator 22, and if we click on a few things here, like how to sow and harvest grapes, well, this is still Farm Sim 22-esque, so they're saying here basically that nothing has changed. However, there are some new things that are on here, like how to sow and harvest grains, including wheat, barley, canola, oat sorghum, and soybeans, as well as how to harvest peas and green beans. They've already got long grain rice, and spinach on here, so if you guys want to check those out, you can. I've also got videos on those if you want to. Farmer Cop's got videos on those too, so if you don't know how to do it, there's a lot of resources for you. We got you. Farm Sim Academy is pretty cool. There's a lot of other stuff through here as well, so please jump in, check it out, and if you got any questions about this, let me know, or you can let them know. So with that now, let's jump into modern news, and we got some fun stuff to talk about. First one is 82 Studios TLX Phantom. At least I assume it's a TLX anyway. We've got some new screenshots right here, as you can see. He has said that he's out of the country this weekend, or basically away from home this weekend. However, he'll be returning on Monday, and he is going to try to do Wednesdays and Saturdays live streaming modding after that. This is very cool, and it's great to see 82 Studios back at it. Next up, we've got Agro Tonho celebrating all of the mods that they brought into Farming Simulator 22, but there's probably one thing that a lot of you want to know. They say, reminder that the Husqvarna cutter is standing by to be tested in FS22. So I've seen a lot of comments about it. Those of you waiting, it's still waiting as well. They also say that soon they're going to be bringing over some of their equipment. They say most of their equipment FS25, as well as some new projects. So get excited for that. Agro Tonho is one of the best in the business, and that's very, very cool. Hopefully that Mustang gets brought over too. My hair was messed up. Why didn't you say my hair was messed up? Next up, let's talk about Casearias Modding and their Case IH Axoflow US series. I had to look down here, it's a long name. They say new game, new in-game, and textures. They do say that both models of their 23s are going to be in as the same thing. This is very cool. That is a good looking combine right there. Casearias Modding actually brought a lot of mods to Farming Simulator 22. They did a good job back in 19 as well, so really hoping to see a bunch of these back in. Ooh, I don't know which one I see more. Probably the Magnum. Or no, the grain cart. You can brand it now. Let's go. Next up, let's talk about Matt26, who is very, very busy with mods. He hasn't actually come out and said that he's modding for this, and every time that I translate it, it's, well, I don't really understand even the translation. But check this out. You may have known, but he's responsible for bringing over the 7200 series from 17, 19, 22, and now we get to see it in 25 again. Also appears to be working on the Case IH 0088 Axoflow, so that's pretty cool. Just needs to add some textures on there, that's all. And going through, I haven't seen any other mods that they're working on right now, but I would say that Case IH right there, the 7200, that's the big one. Here's the name we haven't talked about in a while, Polycount Modding. So they have started working on their John Deere W200 windrow. Now, this was a mod that we first saw back in Farming Simulator 19, if I remember correctly, We didn't see it in 22, at least on the Mod Hub that I remember, and they are working on it now for 25. So that's great news. Since windrowing is part of the base game now, at least it's in the base game, you have to buy a mod to do it, but nonetheless, this would be super cool as a free mod. Next up, Kastor Modding, one of my favorites. They have said that their John Deere C850T air cart and the P576 air hoe drill, which was in Farm Sim 19 under a different name, under 22, is now coming to Farming Simulator 25 as well. So if you really enjoyed using this big John Deere seeder back in those games, don't worry, coming back. Something else that's, I don't know if it's cryptic or maybe I just don't quite understand, but they say that the journey has begun with 25, as has all of ours. In the last 3 days, they've been working on the American map edit. 2 thumbs up. There we go, 2 thumbs. As well as 2 mods currently under review on the Mod Hub. How interesting is that? They have shared through a couple screenshots here, but for the life of me, I cannot figure out maybe silo system, but I think that's base game. I think these are just screenshots that they've shared. I'm not sure what mods are waiting, other than maybe the drill. What do you think? Another fan favorite is Blacksheep Modding, and one of my favorite mods of all time, and I think it was like my number 1 or number 2 favorite mod in 17, which was a 19 and a 22. And guess what? It's coming back, and it's gonna be better. This is the Lizard MT. Used to be available only in 6 meters, and it was only available in blue. Then we got to change the colors of it. Then they added a 9-meter version in Farm Sim 22. And guess what? In 25, we're getting a 12-meter version, but doubling the width. I can assure you, without a shadow of a doubt, that once this is out, I will never use another plow in the game. Period. Come on, you're gonna use it. I know you're gonna use it. OmaTana! Can't talk about OmaTana without screaming. She has uploaded the first version of the TARDIS mod to the Mod Hub. Super cool, super exciting. This was something that she introduced about a year ago in Farm Sim 22, and it included quite a few different mods. What she did is she modified base game features and base game models to have the TARDIS line and things like that. Now, it doesn't look like, at least I don't think anyone has Giants Editor 10 right now, so these must have been done a different way, or maybe it was in the other editor and brought in. I don't know how all that works. I'm a YouTuber, not a modder, man. Regardless, she has added a few of the models that we have in the base game of Farming Simulator 25, put them in. We've got a couple loader wagon and barrels. That's awesome. And that is just the start, because she says many more will come later. More will come later. I added the word many. I'm excited. What do you want? I'm so excited to have unrealistic mods. Let's go. Next, Adub has been super duper busy with all kinds of stuff. First off, looks like we're getting some more ramps. That's cool. Looks like he's been working on converting a couple other mods. Obviously, this is what mods look like in the game, whatever they don't have textures on them and colors, all that good stuff. But it does look like some liftable stuff is coming back. Like that? Oh, it's also strapped down in there. Very nice. And after a little bit of teeny tiny texture work, you see we've got the spreader and the cultivator. I believe that's the MF11 written on the side. Is that the 23? I think the 5-meter cultivator from the old Jim Massey pack at 17. Looks like those are in and possibly coming back. They were released not long ago on 22 as well, so if you're still playing on 22, you can use these. Now, normally I do not push third-party mods or anything like that. However, this is something that's also been submitted for testing. So check this out. So Bcbuhler Farms has released 2 mods on their itch.io. They've got their Foremost Smooth Wall Hoppers and the Meridian Grain Bin Pack. These are from Farming Simulator 22, and he says he's converted them over, sent them off to Mod Hub, so they will both be on the official Mod Hub, but for now, he's put them on itch so they can be used. So if you play on PC and you want to use these, ha ha ha, they are here. Next, let's talk about Kastor Modding, who is one of the bigger modders as far as really game-changing things goes. Of course, they've got the Planet Modular BGA. If you've used that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Here they're showing off their bell storage. I'm having to translate these. Wood shelter set, which were both for Farming Simulator 22, as well as the Planet Modular BGA and the Silo System package. Thank goodness that is written in English on the logo. All 4 of these mods were for all platforms, so hey, get hyped. They're coming back, man. So the next story is from the NLD Community, also known as NLD Farmers, or you may recognize one of the names as Bart, whose name is on the Green River 22 map. They also did Green River in all the other Farm Sim games. I don't know how far back it goes. I know it was a 19 and 17 for sure. But I have so much exciting news about one map that I think a lot of people want to see, and Seth wanted to see it as well. So this is actually from Richard, who's part of the NLD community, and if you go back and look at Farming Simulator 17 on the mod hub, it's actually Richard NLD Farmers on the name Oregon Springs. They said they know what they promised. We thought Oregon Springs was coming to Farm Sim 22, but it never did. They say it feels much different in 25, and they can say for sure, yes, Oregon Springs will be coming indeed. Now, Oregon Springs didn't come to Farm Sim 22, and they said it would, but I'm fingers crossed. I'm so excited! It's one of my favorite maps of all time. It was also, I think, the second most viewed series on my channel other than Lone Oak. So I can't express how much I want this map so bad. Want it so bad! All right, cool it down. Lastly, let's talk about OxygenDavid, who has been editing a few of the textures of Farming Simulator 25, like the cut grass and swathing. They say that they know a lot of people are playing right now, and after playing for, about a week now, 4 days, you can get an idea of what you like and what you don't like. It took me about the same amount of time when I did pre-release to be like, all right, I really like this stuff versus, I'm not sure about this other thing. Nonetheless, what do you think? This is pretty cool. They've always changed the game. OxygenDavid's been one of those people who just takes everything, flips it, and just nails it. So, super pumped about this. I don't know about this, if I like it or not. It's different, and different's not always bad. Different's pretty cool. This is OxygenDavid. So, if it's going to be done, you know it's going to be done right. And yes, I'm a bit of an OxygenDavid fanboy, aren't we all? And there you go. That is it for the news today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the GoHam fam. Double check that notification bell. That way, when I release stuff like this, you know about it. I hope you have an awesome day and a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Peace. News is back, yeah!